time it got to me up in Illinois, it was called Scholarly Opportunities in the Academic Realm.
Active research is too creepy for people.
Oh, yeah, like maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, Aiken, South Carolina is right next to the Savannah River nuclear facility that processed plutonium. And then there were a bunch of people who were in the SOAR program in Nevada, which is obviously a nuclear test site. And then I talked to a friend who knows a bunch of special forces guys, but he grew up in a place where they had these weird radioactivity, like actual containers, like in their school, like storage bins in their school, which is just weird. And he was in one of these programs and his friend was in one of these programs. And so I think there might be something related to that. And I don't know how all this stuff ties in, but the story again, this is just speculation and based on the receipts that I found and putting things together, could all be wrong. And some of my good friends in the intelligence community think it's pretty nuts. But regardless, I would want to understand the effects of radiation on the human mind. Maybe it could make positive things happen, like the
At low
X-Men.
level.
At low levels.
Right.
Right? Maybe. I mean, I'm as a cognitive neuroscientist, I get it. But you just have to ask for consent. You have to talk about the risks. You have to be clear about it. And it's clear that there's a file that kind of follows you, right, when you're in these programs.
Well, it's also very clear that if you look at the history of MK Ultra, their whole modus operandi was just do everything you want to do. Don't ask for permission.
Well,
just
yeah.
do it to people. Operation Midnight Climax, all those crazy things that they were doing.
But they shut it down. They were doing it to a lot of intelligence community officers. They said, okay, don't do that anymore. So let's do it to prisoners. Okay, don't do that anymore. Let's do it to children. Who's gonna? It's the 70s. Who's gonna say anything?
I bet foster kids.
Well, yeah, and people like me whose families were breaking up, and also, you're in the public school, and your parents are trying to hold their shit together, so they don't know what's going on. So, yeah, it's unethical, probably illegal, and I understand that it may be for good reasons. I mean, I think all those things are true. Right. And I think it's interesting that if you talk to kids who went to the gifted programs in the D.C. area in that same generation, they say none of this stuff happened to them, and which is a red flag. It's like you wouldn't want to do it to the executives are living in the D.C. area, right? Mm-hmm. The executives in the intelligence community and in those contractors. So you wouldn't want to do it to those kids because those are the kids of the executives.
Ooh.
I know.
Ew.
I know.
But I mean, isn't that always the case? Like, that's also why those are the ones that don't get drafted?
Yeah, no, it's the privilege, yeah.
Yeah. It's creepy.
Yeah, I know. It can go down a really bad rabbit hole. But that's what made me want to, all this kind of difficulty in my early childhood brought some clarity. And also, I guess, probably my psychic abilities or my precognitive abilities as an adult has brought some clarity around what really matters and what we can do to make the world a better place and how we can heal all that. Because every single person in that equation was doing the best they could, even if they were making shitty choices. Like someone, I can imagine the counselor who knows what's going on, whatever they're doing to me in that room. I can imagine she, felt like, okay, I have to do this for
to get
the
results,
country.
to find out.
Yeah, we need to do this for the country, and we need to do this for humanity, And so there's a lot of forgiveness. Like every once in a while, I'll just send love back in time.
Well, that's a very balanced view. Now I understand what you were talking about, like your youthful experience, that you would want to live it over again so you could forgive people and get over the trauma of it. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm wearing this shirt, because I started...
Applied Love Labs.
Yeah, I started that nonprofit in 2019, and what we do is we apply love, weaving it through time.
Wow.
In like technology and events and curricula. So I would love to show off one of our coolest things. Can you go to timemachine.love? We built a time machine.
Whoa.
So we actually use this with some native tribes and with some, there it is.
Enter your time machine.
Yeah.
So what is this?
So it's like a journaling, an audio journaling app that essentially prompts you to give messages to yourself. And it says it's going into your time machine, and then later it comes out and you hear yourself, and it has
In the future.
it has a bizarre impact, because what happens is we're not used to hearing. We're used to getting little messages from ourselves, like written.
But not your actual self talking to yourself.
Yeah, and it changes people. And it seems to be a real favorite of veterans and people who've experienced addiction and abuse and any kind of situation where they could say, like, I'm going to be here tomorrow, and these are the choices I'd like to make, and and I'd like to love myself, and I'd like to feel love for other people. And so we've used it at the Cook County Jail with a group of people there who really found it powerful, and with a couple of Native tribes who would like to change it a little bit and make it fit their culture a little better. But still, it looks like unconditional love itself. Like from the math, if you look at the statistics of the results of this experiment we did, it looks like unconditional love itself caused a huge shift along with someone's time perspective, in which they started to include more, like started to love themselves over time more. Like it's like a big bubble that extends over time.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
It totally makes sense. And it's how I handled, I sort of wanted to make that up because that's how I handled my childhood abuse. Was I?
Can I get your book again?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we just scratched the surface here. We've already killed 3 hours, but I feel like
It's been 3 hours?
Yeah,
No.
close to it. Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like you and I could do a bunch of these. So let's
I
do
would
another
love
one.
I would love
Let's
that.
definitely, because I feel like we didn't even talk about remote viewing.
Oh, let's just do a whole show on that
Okay.
because I was a teacher of it, and then I'm an experimenter, and then I have a team. And
Next time you come in, for sure.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Joe, excellent.
And the book is called Have a Nice Disclosure, Julia Mossbridge, PhD, right there. Go get it. Did
Thank
you do
you.
an audiobook?
I did.
Did you read it?
I gave you a free copy. It's me.
Yes.
I don't like audiobooks where it's not the person.
I agree.
It's like so stupid. And the publishing companies will tell you, no, you have to have this actor do it. And I'm like, no,
No.
because you can hear when you listen if that's that
Exactly.
person.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
agree. I'm glad you did it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll listen to it.
Cool.
All right. Thank you.